Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting downstairs in my house in the basement by our little like fireplace heater thing. The heater part's not on, just the fireplace because I'm hot. It's only like 54 degrees today, but the sun's really bright and I'm really hot right now. Even though I'm drinking some bone broth, I don't know. I am just here to do some weekly empties. So I thought I'd just sit right here. I don't know, kind of trying to mix it up, I guess. And so my bin is full. It's been a whole week since I did that massive wax empties. And I'm trying to not have to do that many again. So anyways, here we go. The first one I have here is the Bathing Garden Brain Freeze. My friend Candy sent this to me in a beautiful box that she sent. This was very much like a nose clearing mint kind of situation, and it was really good, really strong. I would absolutely order this one myself. Loved that one. One of the loves of my life as far as wax goes, the Pharmacist's Daughter No Brainer. This is Blue Sugar and Sandalwood Hipster and Perfect Man. This is a very delicious masculine scent. It's like woodsy and citrusy and fresh and clean and sorry, I don't know why I'm sitting on the ground because my hip hurts so bad when I sit on the ground. Anyway, this throws really well. It's actually melting in my room right now. I could definitely go through a few loads of this. It's just that good. It's one of those masculine scents, like I said in the past, that literally makes my mouth water. So love that one. Next one up is the Pharmacist's Daughter Blue Sluice. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but this was from her Blue Sugar sampler. It's Blue Sugar, Marshmallow Fireside, and Flannel Sheets. This is really nice. I mostly got the flannel sheets out of this with a touch of Marshmallow Fireside. If the Blue Sugar was in there, I didn't smell it super strongly, but I like flannel sheets, so I liked it. I don't know if I'd repurchase this one or purchase this one, but it was really nice as like a flannel sheets scent. I just posted this one this morning on my Instagram. This is a Sensationals wax like from Walmart. Called Pumpkin Cider. This one is really, really good. It's one of my very favorite sensational scents. Yes, so good. Oh, I didn't notice that inside it says this fragrance is part of the fruit fragrance family. I guess because pumpkin, but it also does have like apple in it. It's a cider scent. It definitely has like a tangy apple. There's definitely pumpkin in it. There's spice in it. Pumpkin cider is the perfect name for this, because that's what it smells like, a pumpkin cider. It throws well. I have purchased this for a couple years now. I get 1 or 2 clams every year, and I'll continue to purchase it. Really like it. Up next, this was a partial souffle that Candy sent me. Teddy B's Weekend with Papa. I'm so glad she sent this to me because I ordered a loaf of it in the pre-order and have never smelled it before. But everyone raved about it, and the notes sounded like something I'd like. But Weekend with Papa is Salty Sea Air, Vanilla Bean Noel, Toasted Marshmallows, which those 3 together are her blend Sadie, blended with roasted pine cones. I love the roasted pine cones oil as long as it is blended in the right way, only because I love it by itself, but by itself my sinuses aren't very happy. So it's a very strong scent. Really, really like this one. I really get that Salty Sea Air. I do get like a toasted mallow because there is something sweet and creamy. So probably, Vanilla Bean Noel with it. I get just a touch, the roasted pine cones is there, but it's not overwhelming. It's so, so good. It's melting upstairs right now. I'm so glad I got a loaf of this one because it's just very unique. It's definitely like Salty Sea Air, but also that roasted pine cone. So it's fresh but rustic. Hard to explain, I guess, but I like it a lot. This was so good. This is from my friend Allison. She sent me a bunch of like this beautiful box with a bunch of the silky soaps and scents. This was in cranberry marmalade. To date, my favorite cranberry marmalade oil now. So strong. If you guys have had cranberry marmalade oil, you know that it's kind of like that rich, tart, darker cranberry mixed with like spices. This threw like 10 out of 10. It was so good. I know I've been talking about silky soaps a lot, but for good reason. I will definitely be buying more or some from them. Oh, I still have this picture I need to post on my Instagram. Candy also sent me a poinsettia from Vintage Chic Scents of Holiday Cheermeister, which I'm glad she did, because I also ordered a loaf in it from her most recent restock. It's on its way to me. It was a very small order. I think I ordered like 4 or 5 things maybe. But I had never smelled this, but the note sounded good, so I went for, it was only in a loaf, so I went for the loaf. But Holiday Cheermeister is cinnamon, clove, fir needles, pine, and sweet apple. Got this one just to be like an all-over holiday scent, and I really, really like it. The first thing I smelled when I chopped it up to be put in my house was apple. But it's definitely not an apple scent. It's definitely all the things listed there. Blended so well together that you could pick out each thing if you looked at the listing, but there's fir and pine, but it's very like mellow. Nothing is piercing or super green. The cinnamon and clover there, you definitely get like the warmth from spices in it, but I don't get like a super spicy like nose attacking scent. And then the sweet, it's definitely a sweet apple, like sweet juicy apple that's in this, that kind of just like smooths everything together. So it's really, nothing really sticks out in this. It's a very, definitely Christmas scent. But I think this is such a good like guest friendly scent because none of it's going to give a headache to somebody. Like often tree scents, even though I love them, can give me a headache. Sometimes, you know, cinnamon and clove don't give me a headache. I love them very much, but a lot of people, they can be overwhelming for a lot of people. So Holiday Cheermeister, I think, smells very like celebratory, very just fun and bright with all these notes, but won't like assault someone's sinuses or induce a migraine, in my opinion. So I really enjoyed that, and I'm glad I'm getting a loaf of it. This was one of the brittle bags from L3's. I think this was an overstock from her pre-order, I think. Like the Halloween fall one. This is They're All Gonna Laugh at You. And the notes in this are pumpkin spice, toffee, flapjacks, buttercream frosting. Sorry if my pauses are in the wrong place there. If it's pumpkin spice, comma, toffee, flapjacks, I don't know. So this one was really good. It really smelled like pancakes with butter and like buttercream. Like it smelled like breakfast, like pumpkin spice pancakes with butter and frosting and like syrup. The weird thing is though, it smells so strong in the bag, and I could smell it when I melted it, but it wasn't very strong. It was not characteristic of L3 for me. I don't know if it's just that my nose didn't pick it up very strongly. But I really like this one. Just don't know if I'd get it again because A, it needs to be really cold out for me to appreciate this one because it's so densely sweet. But also just didn't have the best throw. And maybe sometimes like, maybe it's the shape that it came in. I know that's weird. But maybe like in a loaf it would be different, or in her buns or something. But really like the scent, just don't know if I'd order it again. This is Strawberry Kolaches. This was from her kolache sampler. This says, my grandmother used to make these when I was a child. This smell brings back so many memories. Sweet strawberry glaze, flaky, buttery pastries. Sorry. So in my downstairs, Andre and Roslyn have rooms down here. Brianna and Jossie are upstairs, like by our room. And it's funny because these two down here argue back and forth. Andre really likes fresh, clean, masculine, like tree soap scents. He says that sweet scents hurt his stomach sometimes, which I understand that too. Sweet scents can really do that to me sometimes too. And then Rosie really likes sweet candy, bakery, those kind of scents. So I'm trying to switch off and be really nice to both of them. And this was one of Rosie's picks for her sweet, melts for her. I liked it. I'm not a huge fan. I'm really picky about strawberry oils. The one in this one smells like strawberry chapstick to me. So it wasn't my favorite, but Rosie liked it. I know that my favorite strawberry oil, a lot of other people think smells fake. My favorite is, I love like Summer Scoop. What is it? Like strawberry white cake. Those two strawberries to me are the most realistic and smell the best. But a lot of people like the strawberry that's in this. I don't like it that much, but Rosie liked it, so that was the point. This is another sample from the Bathing Garden that Candy sent me. I melted this together with the Brain Freeze one. This is Bring Me Frost, and this is kind of like a outdoor ozonic winter blend. But to me, it's also definitely, there is tree in there, like a woodsy pine or balsam or something, or fir. It actually smells more like fir. Really nice. This is really good to mix with mint because it has that ozonic and tree scent in it that mixed with mint. I mean, it was amazing. And the wax pool was so pretty because it was like this sparkly ice blue kind of situation. I ended up putting, did I already say this? No, I talked about Vintage Chic. After I melted these two together, I actually was kind of going through my email and I saw in my like promotional email box that Bathing Garden had done their winter restock. I only got, I think, 2 large clams and 3 small clams or something like that, and one of the mittens. I definitely wanted way more, but you know, I sometimes don't get good performance with the Bathing Garden, so I didn't get a ton because I don't want to get a ton of wax that I'm not going to end up melting if it's not super strong, but I wanted to get a couple things. And one of the large clams is a laundry blend, so usually those do a little bit better as far as throw. And the other one is one that I've actually never smelled, but like 2 or 3 of my wax friends on Instagram talk about it all the time, and it's just super cute, so I grabbed that one. And then as far as the smaller clamshells, I just grabbed them because of the notes, like what the notes were. So anyways, on these smaller hauls that I'm talking about, like my Vintage Chic and my Bathing Garden, I probably am not going to do a video on YouTube, but I'll do like one of those like short video posts on Instagram. So just watch out for those when I get those. Next up, another love, like Walmart wax love, retail wax, whatever. This one's Better Homes and Gardens. Lemon and pumpkin shortbread. I know that sounds weird, but it's really good, you guys. So the notes on this one are lemon, pumpkin, ginger, cinnamon, clove, and sugar scent notes. And I love the like little pictures up there. Once again, this one throws super well in my house. It does smell like you have like a shortbread cookie that is pumpkin spice flavored, but maybe with like a lemon glaze on it. And it is bakery, but it's definitely more like spiced than bakery. I don't really know how to explain that. But the lemon makes this like a really bright pumpkin scent, so it's not too heavy. It doesn't feel like heavy or dirty in the air. I know that sounds weird, but sometimes when I melt really thick bakery scents, the air feels like I need to like scrub my walls. I hope that makes sense. And then I want to put on like a super clean blend. Anyways, this is really good. I will definitely get more of this. I've had it before and I'll keep getting it. Another thing that Candy sent me, this is Rose Girl's Rainforest Bungalow. And I don't think I've had this in the past. If I have, I think someone sent it to me. Really liked this one. She wrote the notes down. She's so awesome. The notes are lilies, rain, Palo Santo, cypress, and cedar vanilla. I melted this in my bathroom. And this is really nice. I have had this oil somewhere before. It almost smells like, is it Scentsy that has the rainforest something? It's a really popular one. They've had it for a long time. But it's like it's that mixed with like the cypress and cedar, because this is a little bit more green and woodsy than that. It's like a creamy green rainforest with a touch of floral, but more woodsy with that Palo Santo also. What is that rainforest scent from Scentsy called? Rainforest? I can't remember what it's called, but it's a really good one. It's one of Scentsy scents that I really like all year round. So I actually really like this one. This isn't one that I'm like, wow, it's amazing, I need like a loaf of it. Definitely not. But I really do enjoy it. And if it came around again and I was feeling like getting it, I would probably pick up a mini melter bag or something. My love, Vintage Chic Scents, The Fog. Another one that I went through. I think this was the double leaf pack. The Fog is sweet dark spices, smoky patchouli, cedarwood, violets, cinnamon, and clove. I post about this one often. I talk about this one often. This is just like, it's so beautiful. If you just like kind of just really dark scents that I feel like you can almost like meditate to, or just can help you like put you in a different mindset or different space or something like that. I don't know, this puts me like, it almost smells like reminiscent of like a graveyard or just somewhere different. I really love it. I have much more of it. I would love if Kirby. I know that it's not like the best selling scent because it's not like a sweet bakery scent. I would love if she did one of those big pumpkin loaves, or what are they called? The like bar, like a floral bar loaves. Gosh, what are those called? In this, because even though like with all the shapes of it that I purchased almost 30 ounces of it. I'm almost halfway through all of those. That is how much I love this. This is one of my favorite scents to go to sleep to. Ugh, I just can't even talk about it. Like, the throw is great. It's bomb. Next up, this is from L3. It was one of her leaf shapes, like those big kind of chunky leaf shapes. In Coffee House Sea Salt Caramel. This was okay. I love Coffee House oil. It's actually one of my favorite coffee oils. But I knew when I got this, when I purchased this, it was probably not going to be my favorite because it does have caramel in it. Caramel, especially in coffee, smell is not my jam. I like to drink it. But in wax, it's one of those scents that it's not that I don't like it. It's one of those scents that makes me feel like I need to clean my house. If anyone else understands that, let me know. So nice, but not a repurchase. Next up is Hippogriff. This was L3 Waxy Wonders. It was one of the Harry Potter owls. And let me see if I can remind myself, because these really cute Harry Potter labels don't have the notes on it. Is this the Marshmallow Fireside Graham Cracker blend? I think so. And it's really nice. I did like it on its own, but it would be nice in blends too. I really like Jennifer's graham cracker oil. It really smells just like graham crackers. It's kind of trippy. Okay, this was one of the cloud cakes, I think. Every vendor has this shape and then names it something different, and I get confused. From L3 Waxy Wonders. And this is kind of a unique one, but I really enjoyed it. I ended up buying 4 cloud cakes total, and I only have like 1 left. But I think it's enough for me. This is Love's Baby Soft, Freesia and Viva La Juicy. This was so good. So on cold, I mostly get that Love's Baby Soft with the Viva La Juicy. That just made my mouth water. On warm, it does go through like a touch of the Viva La Juicy, a touch of the Love's Baby Soft, but then the Freesia is what really like stays for hours. So it's kind of a really like morphing scent. Oh gosh, I need to get me some more Viva La Juicy perfume. I love it. Now this makes me want to get more of this one. I love Viva La Juicy. I know there was like a time there where everyone wore it, but let's be honest, it smells good. So, this was L3 from the Fizzy Pop sampler, and this was Blackberry Fizz Lemon Sugar Fizzy Pop. Jennifer has my very favorite Fizzy Pop oil, but even more than her Fizzy Pop, I like her Frosty Fizzy Bubbly, which is her ginger ale soda scent. Her Fizzy Pop I like so much because it almost by itself or in certain blends has an almost soap note to it, and I hate saying that because I don't want anyone to smell it and not be able to get that out of their head, but I like that about it. Oh, it's so good. And this was really nice too. I love the lemon sugar note, and the Blackberry Fizz was really nice. I melted this one after I melted that caramel one. Not that this is super fresh, but Fizzy Pop really just kind of like energizes the air and kind of like refreshes the air, your house a little bit. And I had to do this one in between that caramel one and what I was gonna melt at night because I had to get that caramel scent out of my house. So really loved that one. Like, great throw, of course. Would get it again for sure. This was so good. This is from the Pharmacist's Daughter. This is R.I.P. Rest in Peace. It was from her Halloween Advent. This is blackberry jam, zucchini bread, funnel cake, and jelly donut. This was like the cutest, like, I'm colorblind once again. I don't know if it was purple or gray donut, and it was kind of like drizzled with white wax to kind of make it look like a mummy, and it had like 2 eyes on it. It was adorable. I have it on my Instagram. First of all, I'm so glad that she used blackberry jam instead of blackberry cookies, whatever that one. Why can't I think? That oil that every vendor puts in everything that I don't really like or I can't really smell. This, oh gosh, it makes my mouth water. I get everything. I get blackberry jam, I get zucchini bread, funnel cake, and jelly donut, but most of all, I get the blackberry jam and the jelly donut, and then the base of bakery. This could be an all year round bakery. I mean, it is nice in the fall, but it's a nice, like, all year round bakery. I would definitely get a loaf in this. Oh, it's so good. And I do want you guys to know, I know that a lot of people, I'm getting old, you guys. Ooh. A lot of people have said that the Pharmacist's Daughter doesn't perform well for them. It has always performed well for me. Totally fine. We all have our vendors that, you know, perform well for us, don't, yada, yada, yada. We talk about that all the time. But I will say that I talked to, well, the vendor actually spoke to me, vendor and her daughter, and they feel really bad. Like, they don't want that to be the case for people. They want their stuff to throw and perform and do well, and they are going to be kind of messing with different formulas and seeing if something else throws better. Now they do, if you've kind of watched my videos in the past or read about them, a lot of what they do, like, it's vegan, it's, you know, phthalate free, sulfate free, like all that stuff. So it's very, like, safe to melt in the house. Not that other stuff isn't, and, like, we're waxies. But just kind of remember that there's, like, they have a lot of, like, safety regulations that they keep on themselves. Not that I'm saying other vendors don't, because I don't know, they could. But they are going to be trying to switch up their formula a little bit and see if it just works more for people. I don't know if they'll come out when they're done doing that and saying that their formula is different. I don't know. We'll see. They're in the process of moving and taking care of, like, elderly family members and stuff like that right now. So they have a lot on their plate. So I don't know when that's going to happen, but they do want to be better and do better. I hope that when they change their formula that it doesn't stop working as well for me. I don't think that'll be the case, but I love the Pharmacist's Daughter. You guys know that. So anyways, I just want to throw that out there, that they're, like, always trying to do better. So there you go. This was really good. This is from Sensationals, and this is apple pumpkin donuts. Does this one say? Oh yeah, it does. This fragrance is part of the bakery fragrance family. How funny. I didn't know that, like, Sensationals did that. So I bought this kind of on a whim. I feel like during the fall, there's so many apple donuts, pumpkin donuts, like, stuff going around. And I never smell, like, the donut part of anything. Like, my nose doesn't smell donut, except for Vintage Chic's Autumn in Salem. Oh, that one is amazing. Anyways, this, I melted in this downstairs area. Oh my goodness. This is like an apple cider donut with pumpkin spice. So it's not just cinnamon and sugar on the outside. It's like pumpkin spice and sugar on the outside of the donut. This I will keep buying. I love very much. I'm so glad it's, like, super affordable. And I will keep purchasing it. You know what I just noticed? Let me see. Is that Sensationals too? Ah, look at this. So you know how I just showed you, like, this is the bakery family? And it has, like, a little cupcake in there. On the bottom, in the front, it has a cupcake. And then the other one, the pumpkin cider one, it said inside that it was part of the fruit family. Right here on the front, it's like, there's, like, a little fruit decal. So they have it, like, in categories. I never knew that. You guys probably did, and I'm just realizing that. But anyway, I just noticed that. Okay, this was a loaf from L3. This bag is, like, so gooey and messed up because I held on to the last pieces of this for so long because I loved it so much. When I first got it, it was way too sweet for my nose, my brain. First of all, I got it in the summer, I think, like, right when she was doing, like, the beginning of her fall stuff, like, it was hot outside. And I was like, woo, I cannot melt that right now. It's too sweet. I just melted the last pieces of this last week, and I need her to pour loaves of this. This is pumpkin pecan waffles, Palo Santo, sugar cookie royale, sugared shortbread. Oh, it's so good. In fact, I actually need to go right on her page. I would love if she did a sugared shortbread sampler because that oil is really good. This had all those scents. Like, you definitely got the pumpkin pecan waffles. I got the Palo Santo and this really buttery cookie scent. Very dense, almost buttercream-like. And it threw so well. This was so good. I'm so sad it's gone. I would definitely get more of that. Silky soaps and scents. Again, this was a little heart, like kind of like a jeweled heart shape in Coffee House Palo Santo. This was good. Not my favorite because I didn't get much Coffee House. This was mostly Palo Santo and almost like a caramel smell. So it was really good and threw really well, but just wasn't my favorite blend. So, and then very last one, I really enjoyed this one. This was a Bitty Betty loaf. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? In Blizzard Breezes, and that is peppermint, spearmint, creme de menthe, and toasted mallow. So it was kind of a sweetened mint blend. Really, really nice. I don't know if I'd get it in a large loaf again, but it was really nice to have. She has so many mint blends that, like, you have so many to choose from. I think I liked Sled Lubricant a little bit better than this one, because it has more mint versus, like, the sweetness of the cream or the toasted mallow or whatever. But really good, threw really well, as most L3 does for me. So, anyways, that's everything. That's my week's worth of empties. I did put on my Instagram today, like, a ask me questions kind of post. And so I'm going to start, I'll probably put, like, in my stories or something like, hey, this is going to end in the next hour or so, like, which questions I'm accepting, because I'm going to start writing them down. And I'm not going to, like, write answers down. I'm literally going to answer them, like, verbatim in the video, but I have to at least write all the questions down. And I'll probably, I'm guessing, film that either tomorrow or the next day, while my kids are at school. So we'll see. Because that depends though. My L3 very large RTS is coming. I pushed, like, the shipping code today to see where it's at, and it still doesn't even look like it's shipped yet. If that's here on Friday, then obviously I'm going to be doing that video. But I don't know, we'll see. L3 shipping is kind of interesting because it'll say, like, it'll have, like, no progression bars, and then all of a sudden it's like it's coming tomorrow. It's interesting. So we'll see about that. But I will definitely, if I don't get to the questions video this week, it will 100% be next week. So anyways, I'm excited to do that video. I hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you later. Bye.